All right, if you think that the market is trading a little bit slower today, you are not wrong. And it's probably because of the CPI data report that is scheduled 1 hour before the market opens tomorrow. Let's go ahead and talk about it. I really hope that you learned something new. And if you do, please consider dropping a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel if you feel like we earned it. So overall, NASDAQ market is down 0.63%. There's been a lot of selling pressure, slight selling pressure. And it looks like it's come right back down to this ascending support. So nothing new going on there, but let's talk about market's expectation. First, what is the CPI data report? Why do you guys care? What's the whole point of this? It's probably one of the most important reports that's released on a monthly basis. It tells us if inflation is going up or down on a monthly basis. So the report that's about to be released is going to be tomorrow, March 12th, 1 hour before the market opens, which is at 8:30 a.m. I'm thinking of live streaming it. I'll leave it up to you guys. Again, we definitely do not have to, but if you want me to go live to be able to break down the report and catch live the market's reaction to the CPI data report, drop a thumbs up and get this video to over 1,000 likes. And if we get to over 1,000 likes by tomorrow, 1 hour before the market opens, I'll go live. So the first thing that I want to share with you is, just in case we end up not going live, I want you to be aware of where you could find all of this. So it's bls.gov/CPI. It's the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistic, and this is a free website that's available to all of you guys. So it pretty much just tells us what CPI is, the exact definition, and based off of the last report, all items, food, energy, all items less food and energy is pretty much how the report is broken down. You click on the PDF, and once the PDF becomes available, again, this is the one that was released in February that captured January's CPI data report. So for those that are unaware, again, tomorrow it's March, right? March 12th, but it's February that they are reporting the data on, right? Because the month has to complete itself and then the report gets released. So that's essentially what we're going to be experiencing tomorrow. What is the market's expectation? Well, when you go to investing.com, our current CPI data report is 3.1%. The forecast is 3.1%. So very, very simple. If our CPI data report comes in worse than what is expected, meaning higher, so inflation is currently at 3.1. The Federal Reserve, everything is all based off of the eyes of the Federal Reserve. The market is waiting and wanting the Federal Reserve to cut interest rates, right? And the only reason that the Federal Reserve is going to cut interest rates is if they actually see that inflation is going down and that inflation is under control. But if they see inflation is going up, right? Just like last time, the expectation was 2.9%. We came in at 3.1. We came in higher than what was expected. That's not good for the Federal Reserve. So right now, the market's expectation is to come in as our current rate of 3.1%. So they expect no change. So how exactly does that work? Well, they're going to be removing the month of February and adding the new month of February. So the thing about this is that as long as inflation in the month of February of 2024 did not increase more than 0.4%, then we should see a pretty close to expectation of that 3.1% inflation. And that's really just it. I mean, there's an exact way on how to calculate this. If you want to look at the formula, you can look at the way that it's actually calculated down here. But at the end of it, again, all we really care about is inflation going to come in as expected? Now, if inflation comes in higher than what is expected during tomorrow's CPI data report, if you can get this video to over 1,000 likes, I'll break down what line items came in higher than what was expected, what line items are we seeing more inflation in, or what if we come in lower than what is expected? Expectation is 3.1%. What if we come in at 2.8, 2.9? Right? That would be really great news for the market. We could send NASDAQ and S&P 500 to new all-time highs because, again, if inflation is under control, if it's going down quicker than what is expected, the Federal Reserve can possibly justify a sooner than expected rate cut. And again, all this is about is, this is important. It's important to understand where our inflation rate is, but the only reason people care is how soon can the Federal Reserve cut interest rates. That's all the market cares about as of right now. So we want inflation under control. The market wants inflation under control. So if you want the market to go up, you're hoping that tomorrow's inflation report comes in at 3.1% or lower. And if it comes in higher, then be ready for some market sell-off, right? For some selling pressure. But don't worry. Again, I plan to break it all down during tomorrow's live stream. And all I literally ask you to do is drop a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and get this video to over 1,000 likes. If we don't get over 1,000 likes, I will then just be going live with our LPP team at Market Open for our live trading session. And that's that second link in the description down below. Also, guys, I do want to remind you, if you guys haven't entered our Corvette giveaway, it's going on right now and it's cash week, which means every order gets cash in the order. And if you haven't checked it out, I would encourage you to take 1 minute, click that fourth link in the description down below to learn more on how you can enter to win that Corvette C8 or $50,000 cash. I appreciate your time. Hope that earned a thumbs up. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.